Welcome to another video on multi-tools. Oh God. Oi, you two. Come down. We've got a new puppy, so we're not camping at the moment. In my previous video, one video, one comment mentioned Gerber, and I just was kind of curious as to what they were like. So I got this one from Amazon. This is the Suspension NXT, and the closest that I think that we can compare this to is the Leatherman Wingman. Price wise, this is about £35–40, and this is about £55–60 or something like that. So it's about 50–60–70% more than that. But is it better than that by that much? First things to note is that both of them are spring loaded there. Both of them come with a clip to go on your belt. Probably the biggest difference is the Gerber is a little bit longer. Other than that, it's not a huge difference between them. The main difference is that the scissors and the knife on the Wingman are the only two items that are accessible from the outside. Everything else you have to open up to get to the tools inside, whereas when you open up the Gerber, there is nothing there. Everything on the Gerber is on the outside. So let's have a look and see what we have. The first thing I just want to look at is, even though the Gerber is bigger slightly, let's put this one back, the knife on the Leatherman is marginally bigger. You know, when you just look at them, the Wingman knife is a little bit bigger there. And both of them have serrated and then a blade at the end, you know, so it's the same serration and then straight blade there. Obviously you have pliers. So both have scissors and a blade. That's on the outside of the Wingman. When we open up, let's have a look at the features inside. So we've got a flathead screwdriver and what I would call a 2D type of Phillips posi driver there, whereas on the Gerber you have, let's put that knife back for safety, you have a proper 3D type knife, 3D type posi Phillips screwdriver there. So we can put this one away because that's your screwdriver, and there's a wire cutter there, screwdriver there. So the screwdrivers can both go away because we've put the two screwdrivers away. On here you do get a small head screwdriver there. Over here on this side on the Wingman we have the bottle opener and the wire cutter. The small screwdriver is here, so that tool can go away. We have on the Gerber, looks like a small knife, almost like an awl. I suppose you could use that for opening parcels and letters and such like, which is probably this one here, so we'll close that. We've already seen that this one has the bottle opener, so we'll close that, and the bottle opener on here has the wire cutter there, so that can go away. You have a file, a crisscross file on the Gerber. On the Wingman, it's just a one-way file. I don't know why they haven't done crisscross on that, but you've got the small head screwdriver there, so the file is the same. You don't really have anything like a secondary knife on here, but I think the scissors on the Gerber are, you know, decent enough. But I think the scissors, they have a rounded top there, same as there. So both have got rounded top. And I would say that that is a nicer pair of scissors on there. It's not, I think it's easier to put things away on that one. It's not impossible on this. Another thing that I've noticed with the scissors on this is when you put them away, you kind of got to make sure that they're squished down flat, that this bit of the scissor here doesn't stick up. One thing that I did notice, the way this system works is when everything is closed, these little ratchet things are all the way back. When you open something, you notice that the ratchet, Lassie, come on, settle down a minute. You notice that the ratchet moves forward, and as you open something, it goes back to the middle position. So when everything is closed, it's up here. As it's opening, this ratchet moves down, and then you have to pull the ratchet forward, and it's just not, it's not very easy to close. I mean, it's not impossible, but it's, yeah, that's got it. It's not, I don't like it. It's not the easiest to close. This one, when that's opened, Bella, this one, because what I'll show you here is another way that you can, so that's now locked and it won't close. If you open up something else, it moves the ratchet down, which then means that everything will close. In theory, you'd think that when you open up something on this side, so the ratchet comes down, you'd think that that would close, but it's stuck. It really, this piece here, this screwdriver really doesn't like closing. And that's in the position of where it should. And that's a lot of pressure and it won't close. I don't know whether this is faulty or what, but it won't close. It's an absolute peg. To be fair, I did kind of get this for this video. It's a little bit naughty, but if it had have worked and it had been decent, I might have kept it given the price, but I probably would have returned it anyway. But it's really not, and these ratchet things, they dig into your fingers as well. I will weigh it because I am curious as to how heavy both of these are. I've not weighed them, so I will just go and weigh them. You know, there must be there must be some knack which I can't figure out for closing that. It doesn't want to close. Well, that's a surprise. I'm surprised at that. I suppose given that this lassie is bigger than this, even though the tools are actually smaller. So the scissors, so the tool is bigger, but the scissors are smaller. The knife was smaller. Everything on this is smaller, even though the unit itself is bigger. It's got holes cut out on it. They're both exactly 192 grams. So they're exactly the same weight. So, you know, even with all the bits cut out of it, it's the same weight as that. I'm surprised at that. Yeah, so which do I think is the better? Well, given that I can't even close this, you know, maybe there's a knack to it or something. Bella, let's see. I don't know, I'll have a fiddle with it. It's a pain. Yeah, yeah, I know people really like Gerber. Yeah, I'm not particularly impressed with that. If I was getting something in this price point, yeah, to me the Leatherman, this Wingman is far superior to that. Apart from the fact I can get everything away. The scissors, the knife is bigger, it's a smaller unit, it's the same weight. Something to make a video and try my new little mini studio at home out on. Thanks very much for watching. I look forward to seeing you again in the next video. Thanks very much, everybody. Obviously, just one other quick thing. Obviously, this is lockable. That's lockable. It's a shame they don't make it's a shame they don't make this like the Bond with a non-locking blade on there. Because if they made this like the Bond, so it didn't lock, then that would actually be UK legal. And of course that locks as well. But that one closes easily. I don't know what it is. Oh, there, got it, finally. Something's catching on it, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so my thought processes are, I think the Wingman is worth 50% more than the Gerber. I also think if you're carrying that in your pocket, I think it's smoother, whereas this has got, I think that would kill your pocket quite quickly. That's pointy there, that's pointy there. It's just pointy everywhere, whereas this is just much smoother. I think that's much nicer. Thanks very much for watching.